Horizon just Sushi Reaction. This is the ultimate guide to Victoria 2 by the channel iSorrow Productions. Yep, on the Victoria 2 video by ISP. Yeah, I love Victoria 2. Victoria 3 is apparently problematic as far as I hear, but obviously lots of people like it. But yeah, this is like Victoria 2 video. So Victoria 2 basically takes 100-year time span, so it's a kind of longer game than Hearts of Iron 4. That's why I guess ISP doesn't upload as much faster than he uploads Hearts of Iron 4 or something. I don't know. Because Victoria 2 definitely gets views. It's not like it doesn't get views, it definitely gets views. But yeah, so it's gonna be fun. Let's watch it. Remember, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like, subscribe, so I know which type of videos to react to more. I love Victoria 2, Hearts of Iron 4, any Paradox games basically. I love to react to ISP, Boken. I think I'm gonna do Boken video tomorrow. But yeah, let's do it.
Kind of at the point now where I'm getting told to go back and play Victoria 2 more than I'm getting told to go back and play Hearts of Iron 4, which is funny because I thought we might have already actually done everything in those games. Haha, just kidding, the YouTube comments know everything. So today we're back with the one-off Victoria 2 how to correctly play the game special. And remember, if you want part 2 on Victoria 2 how to correctly play the game special Electric Boogaloo, to hit the like button, and at 25,000 likes we'll bring back Victoria 2. Make sure to hit the sub button too, because if you don't, I won't do more. Victoria 2, the grand strategy game about economic. Boy, and there's nothing more I love out of my economic simulator games than being able to actually understand how it works. Unfortunately for Vic 2, nobody's got a goddamn idea. Not even the people that work at Paradox. Don't worry, I'm here and I understand completely how this game works, which is why today I'm showing you the ultimate guide to playing Prussia. Alright, so first things with Prussia, you want to go ahead and get your kawaiis and out while you can and justify war on Korea. After justifying on Korea, you want to go ahead and make a big realization that you've accidentally made a massive mistake, one that cannot be rectified and makes you look kind of unprofessional in a video, and that you're actually playing vanilla Vic 2. I know, it's ridiculous. So you just want to ignore the fact that Korea is allied with the Qing and just, pretend like you're not home and you didn't get that message, but turn up to the birthday party anyway after they've uninvited you, and then, just act like the birthday cake just magically entered your bag. I mean, sure, it's Korea's 50th birthday, but why do they get all the birthday cake for them? So after going ahead and having the mental breakdown of being thrown onto the street for stealing someone else's birthday cake to a party you were not invited to, go ahead and just win the war. Congratulations, you've gone ahead and occupied Korea, and it won't be for the first time in Japanese history that something like this will happen. So take your seat back, go ahead and add an extra war goal onto the Chinese because you've got the infamy. No, I don't. But the great thing about invading the Qing, and specifically Korea, is that there'll be plenty more times for you to come back and get a little extra more. So there's no real point to actually piecing out the Chinese until you've massacred a few 100,000 of their soldiers, because why not? It's just free sport, really. And after murdering enough Chinese soldiers, they'll want to peace out, but you can go ahead and add yourself an extra region to take off them. Only a sub-state one though, as it only costs 5 infamy, and I'm going to take Mongolia because that, even for a meme, that's a bit too far. So after going ahead and failing your invasion of China, because there's just hundreds and hundreds of thousands of the Chinese, and whilst you can beat them in small numbers, you unfortunately can't beat them when they stack you with 200,000, make a tactical retreat back to Korea. So after losing your entire army trying to invade Mongolia, don't worry about it, just build a new one. And sure, whilst your army is obliterated, the Chinese will go ahead and re-invade Korea. But as we know, as we are the Prussian menace, we will go ahead and make a tactical maneuver of our own and go burn down Nanjing. Alright, after running through the Chinese countryside enough, eventually the Chinese will sacrifice their one province they should never sacrifice, which is Guangxi. Actually, I thought that wasn't a landlocked province. I just took a landlocked province from China. My country's also on fire. Also, I don't think this is Prussia. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on the Russian boats outside your country because in a few, 50 odd years, you'll be sinking them like they're nothing. That's right, that was a Battle of Tsushima meme. It's always a good idea to keep an eye on what the Western and the great powers are really doing. And as you can see here, Prussia is trying to take all of Romania's cores from Austria, but Austria's got it. In that time, I annexed Vietnam, which is great because the landlocked province of Pringle is no longer landlocked.
Alright. I know he's sarcastically doing things here, but how good it is to play as Japan in Victoria 2 at 1800 something, right? Because the problem with this is like you can play it, but isn't that if you're not powerful enough, it would be such a slow campaign that you won't conquer much before the whole campaign ends. Isn't that the issue? So is Japan one of those things like you will barely make to China or something before the 100 years are over or something? In Victoria 2, I guess Prussia and UK, these are basically the main things to play if you want to really be dominant, I guess, right?
Hold on, that says Pingle, not Pringle. Sure, you may not have been paying attention and your entire country might have flipped to reactionaries and lost all your civilization progress, but who cares? Japanese samurai #1. It's also at this point, when you're an uncivilized nation in 1853, you might want to make an audible gulp as Russia just took a big bite out of China. Great news is, though, the army has...
Why not take Manchuria, though, right? Why attack China directly? Isn't that more smart to take Korea and then take Manchuria, then try to attack China? I don't know.
Been rebuilt, and for the small price of $4.99 I went ahead and got myself a free annexation on Manchuria. You can put your army down to go ahead and defend strategic places from rebels, but realistically all of these guys are going to stab me in the back as soon as someone says hentai. Whilst we are incredibly early in the Japanese conquest of Manchuria, we are going to do it in style. And by style, I mean war crimes, baby. No man shall surrender because their hands will be chopped off and mounted on my Ford Fiesta. That's right, in 1850, the Japanese loved the Ford Fiesta. It's just a very economically feasible car. Who can not like it? There we go, just another piece of the Chinese pie that has been bought.
Yeah, Japanese don't like it since they have better cars, Honda, Nissan.
By the Japanese emperor. Whilst we're here, we might as well pick a civilization reform, even though we kind of realized last time that that's not going to help us. The people want blood. So whilst you are waiting for your civilization points to go up, you might as well take a small break while you're not fighting anyone because your infamy is so high, and take a look at the rest of the world and admire Spanish Ned. You know that new fad on YouTube called a mukbang, where you go ahead and eat loads of food on camera? Well, the Japanese have a similar thing called mukden, which is where you go to a Japanese prisoner of war camp, you don't eat anything, but you do get to build some cool railroads. Bitch. Oh my Japanese Jesus, are you kidding me? How rude. So whilst it looks pretty bleak in our empire right now because the Chinese declared war on me after the Guangxi, I'm not gonna go ahead and just roll over and die. And that's because the Japanese start off with Western focused troops, which means we can stomp all over the Chinese like it's some weird Japanese stomping fetish stuff. You also might want to keep an eye on the Indo-Chinese front, which completely forgot about. The best news is, though, the AI is made out of peanuts, and whilst they do have over 200 divisions that could easily stomp me because they also have some Western focused troops right now, they won't actually put all their army on me together. In fact, they'll just go ahead and keep rotating between these two provinces until about their entire army is dead, which means I could just keep walking back and forwards.
Yeah, isn't that the game breaker though? The AI limitation like that, they clearly a big army. What are we supposed to think that their commander is stupid or something to make it realistic? Because people play this to feel the realism of the battle, right? That's why people see these maps and try to but if there are literal AI limitation like that, like they won't directly attack you like that, they will just spin around, right? That just isn't that game breaking? I don't know, man.
Having a nice day, reading some manga. In fact, I love manga. Pokemon is one of the best mangas ever made. In fact, they're all dead. Okay, let's just shut up. So after saving the Japanese Empire once again, we can go home and have our celebrations, as the people would clearly celebrate what you've done. Just no pleasing you guys. This can't do a thing. So obviously, after not being able to actually add anything onto the war goals because you have way too much infamy, that was literally just a war of survival, which it isn't great because it also knocked you back down in a civilization level. They didn't take our Western troop civilization thing though, which is good. Now I can build actual infantry and not stupid little farmers with play guns. Oh, hold on a second. Why is no one backing me in this crisis? Why is no... No. No. Okay, Korea's free now, so what you want to go ahead and do is just, Right, so after reloading an earlier save, we're back here in Japan, and this time we're going to...
Okay, what just happened? Why Korea was freed? Okay, this is just... Oh, okay, so that's what happened. So, we have accepted the terms from Russian Empire that they are giving back all the provinces to Korea, Korean provinces to Korea. Like what, we have no say in it? Who has accepted it? Aren't we the one in charge? I'm confused, who are we when we play the game? Are we controlling entire Japan? What is happening there? I mean, if there's something like, if you don't accept this, you're gonna be at war with Russia or something. At least we should have some kind of a fucking, say in that, right? So I don't know how that works. Who accepted it? The people, the government that we are not. Apparently, is that it?
To do it right, or should I say Reich. Okay, first things first, we want to just go ahead and re-invade Korea. They messed around with us last time in our save game, so we're going to do it right this time and make sure they never recover. Great thing is, I don't even have to do anything. I can just watch as all my friends beat them up. I get it, guys. We really want to humiliate Denmark. There's no reason to add it like 5 times onto the peace conference. But the most annoying thing about playing Japan is you do need to go ahead and balance all of your national spheres. So boring. Let's just invade China instead, right? So after doing the thing that allows you to do the other thing, you're now the thing that's a little bit bigger and you don't have to worry about all the goddamn things on the side thing. You do need to get rid of your gonorrhea though, and the only way to get rid of gonorrhea is to invade France. So after losing half the Rhineland to France, they'll still surrender anyway and give you Alsace-Lorraine. So yeah, nice one, France. Also, you have gonorrhea now. So after getting tested and finding out it wasn't gonorrhea, it was in fact just a small case of Germanitis, we're going to go ahead and invade Austria again to see if we can expand this Germanitis into a really big Germanitis. So after actively dongusing in the Austrian bongusing, you just want to kind of go AFK for a little bit, maybe add a humiliation war goal just to knock them down the prestige level so you can go ahead and form the super Germanitis.
Wait a minute, he's not German Federation. He was just Japan. How did he become German? What's happening, man? Why am I being confused about this?
A killer parasite that will never go away. Hey, good news everybody. Egyptian tomb discovered in Austria. I realized Spain was in this war, so I'm going to go ahead and take Cuba off them, which is going to be hilarious 100 years from now when everyone in the Cuban Missile Crisis has gonorrhea. Aha, you're a big boy. You did it. You went ahead and added Austria to your sphere, but unfortunately, that's not good enough because now Bavaria is a great power and you need to do that.
What is the guide, though? Ultimate guide. What's the guide here?
Look at that. We press the button. Boy, that's a massive STD. It's around this time you want to go ahead and spread your disease across the world as far as you can, which isn't very far, unfortunately. Oh no, someone stop the Belgians. They're invading Luxembourg and the Netherlands and no one's stopping them. Please, someone please call the police. Oh wait, I'm #1 great power. I am the police. Sure. Okay, sure. So Africa's fun. It's just so much fun. Sometimes the French will declare war on you. I don't know why. Why would they want to invade Japan for? I don't know about you, but these German anarcho-liberals that are in Cuba, they don't look very German. Right, so after getting the Chinese to invade Western Africa, congratulations, you've won the game, you did it. So that is my #1 guide on how exactly to play Japan. You want to go ahead and follow every single step that I have accomplished here today, and if you want to go ahead and do it and tweet me a picture of your successful Japanese empire, feel free to tweet me at twitter.com. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my retrospective on Victoria 2 on exactly how to be the best in the game. Now, I know my ways are pretty unethical and they aren't exactly what the most people do in the games, but this won't let you down. That is exactly how you do it, and I hope you all have fun playing Victoria 2. Until next...
He was on drugs, right? He was on drugs while making this. So what was, first of all, this is the one small issue about ISP for me, right? It's really hard to track what he's doing. He doesn't explain it right? I guess he just assumes the people who watch this is going to be pro Paradox Games people. So when things happen, he just fastly just press OK next, and we don't really process what is happening there. That thing like, why did Korea given back to it, and I really need to go back and really watch it, like what the fuck just happened. Okay, so people were outraged, the world was outraged because of all the fucking atrocities, and Russia basically gave them, Japan accepted the terms from Russian Empire that they give back all the Korean provinces to Korea. And then he reloaded to Germany. He's a German empire now, but he's still talking about Japan. I don't know, it's confusing as fuck. But there you go. That was the ultimate guide to Victoria 2 by channel iSolve Productions. If you like very excellent, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.